Each of us has personal reasons for getting involved in the fight against cancer, to help someone we love, to support a friend, or perhaps self-fulfillment. Whatever the reason, together we are changing cancer forever. We are doing this by committing ourselves to the mission work of the Canadian Cancer Society. We are changing cancer forever by advocating for better public policies that encourage healthy living, prevent cancer, and provide quality cancer care to everyone. We continue to advocate for prevention initiatives that reduce the use of tobacco products. Of course, smoking prevention was just one of our advocacy focus areas last year. We also actively advocated for improvements to quality end-of-life care in Nova Scotia and promoted sun safety. Volunteers like Yazid are engaging Nova Scotians in increasing awareness.
About 7 years ago, my dad had been diagnosed with lung cancer. One day, Margaret from the Canadian Cancer Society was doing her Daffodil April campaign, so she'd come by door to door and ask for donations. I opened the door and, I was kind of mentally blocked and said, no thank you, we're okay. And then it kind of all hit me after she walked down the street, and I started thinking about what my dad's going through and about what many others are probably going through. And I just, rushed to get my wallet and rushed down the street to grab her and say, here's all I have. I'd like to help out as well in any way I can. And that's really how it all kind of started. So I did an event at my university at Dal, and it was called Frag for Cancer. And the purpose was really just to get together, order some pizzas, play some video games, and raise whatever money we can at the door. The first one, we had maybe 30, 40 people show up, and then the second one was much busier. And then the third one is when it exploded, and we ended up raising about $5,000. Since then, we've been probably raising an extra $1,000 and having an extra 50 to 100 people each year. You do enjoy life more when you give it and you help others. I think it would mean a lot to my dad, and it would keep reminding me of him and kind of almost like leaving a legacy in that sense.
Raymond supports the Canadian Cancer Society by providing leadership for Relay for Life.
I've been with the Canadian Cancer Society for 8 years now. In grade 11, my nan got diagnosed with breast cancer, and I got asked to go to Relay and help for the day. That's when things really started for me. When you go to Relay, it's really upbeat, cheery. It's just a happy place to be. It makes me feel a lot better knowing that I'm helping in my own way. I've grown both as a person and as a community leader. You don't have to say, oh, I can't commit 20 hours a week. If you can commit 1 hour a week, that's still an hour that's going towards the cause. It's nice to step back at the end of the event and say, we had another successful year. It's a good way to give back.
Research allows us to envision a future where we don't have to fear cancer. This year alone, we funded 310 research projects across the country. 5 of those projects were funded in Nova Scotia, and one of the top 10 society-funded projects of 2012 found new ways to treat childhood brain cancer, developing a treatment that could spare some children the side effects of unnecessary radiation. Robin, a cancer survivor, used the Society's support services, and now she's returning the favor by helping others.
I was diagnosed in May of 2010 with colorectal cancer. My initial diagnostic images suggested that it had moved on to an incurable stage, and so that was really the beginning. It was devastating. I really needed to talk to somebody who had survived. Cancer Connections is a peer mentorship program. So it's a program that matches cancer survivors with people who have recently been diagnosed with cancer and are now walking that cancer journey. They matched me instantly within probably 24 hours with someone who was marvelous, who hear that she was thriving and fine and everything, and was very, very inspiring. It was really, really reassuring. And I told myself, I promised myself that if I survived my cancer, I was going to be a peer mentor and help people the way she helped me. For some reason, I'm alive today, and my take on that is I'm alive here today, and part of my mission, as I see it, is to help other people who are going through what I went through. When you've got someone to be that example, and you've got someone to give you both the inspiration, the guidance, someone who can talk to you about it at the spiritual level, a physical level, an emotional level, at the family coping level, that is a healing experience. Only another survivor can give you that. Giving back, not only does it give meaning to all of that suffering, but it also dignifies my cancer experience. It makes it worth something, that what I went through is worth something, and it's worth something to someone else to hear my voice and to hear you can survive a cancer that bad.
The Canadian Cancer Society in Nova Scotia is making great strides, and we look forward to working with you until we live in a world where no one fears cancer. Thank you to the countless volunteers, donors, and supporters who are by our side every day.